Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a UU match. This one is against Outlaw 4, and in contrast to yesterday's video, this one's actually pretty short, but it's still a pretty good match. So I'm going to lead with my Registeel because I'm looking at his team and I'm like, it's not that useful because it's a physical wall, but he's got two physical Pokemon, and both of them are going to absolutely wreck because they're both super effective and stab. So I figured lead with him, get Stealth Rocks up early. I'm like, he might have Rapid Spin, but I do have a Mismagius to spin block that, so it's not too big of a deal. So we're going to go with that. He's going to lead with his Azelf, and I'm like, alright, hopefully he doesn't have Flamethrower, but if he does, he probably won't kill me. Like, I mean, I may be physically defensive, but I still have base 150 special defense. But he's actually going to go for the Magic Coat, which got me thinking. Um, I don't know if it's been banned yet, or I've been hearing weird things, but Deoxys Speed is like all the rage, right? Because it's got, Magic Coat, Taunts, Stealth Rocks, dual screens, all this stuff. Azelf has them too. So does Espeon. They just don't have spikes, and they're not quite as fast, but they're still pretty fast. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. But that Magic got me thinking maybe he's that kind of set. But he goes for Stealth Rocks as I go to paralyze him again because I figured he's not going to Magic a second time. Unless he doesn't have Stealth Rocks. But if I'm trying to paralyze him, that's not going to get him anywhere. So now I set up Stealth Rocks. He goes for the Zen Headbutt. So I'm like, okay, he's definitely got nothing to hurt me. I'm probably going to want to save this Registeel just to wall this Azelf for later, because I mean, Zen Headbutt is still going to hurt anything else. So Registeel might as well be around to take it. And since he's not going to be walling any physical attackers, it's might as well keep him. Here, I'm actually going to make like the first misclick I've ever made on Wi-Fi. I really don't know why, but because I don't use the stylus when I play. I use the arrow keys, right? So I was at Thunderwave and Toxic's right beside it, but for some reason I pressed right then up, which goes to Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, why did I do that? That was supposed to be Toxic. So, yeah, that sucks. Then he shows me Bulk Up, and I'm like, crap? But he has Intimidate, so I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't have, like, Mach Punch, or maybe he's just, like a really bulky Bulk Up set. So I'm going to go for Toxic anyways, and he's actually going to keep bulking up, and I'm going to miss. So I'm going to go for it again, and I get him Toxic, and that's excellent. I'm kind of worried at this point because I'm like, does he have Rest maybe? That's why he's not caring about Toxic, and he's just keeping to set it up. But I'm going to go to my Mismage just because I figure, I don't know, we'll see. He's probably going to go for like the high jump kick at this point, but he goes for triple kick, and I'm like, that's odd. He just said that he doesn't want to miss, because if he does, you lose half your health, right? And that's really bad. Like, I mean, before it was you just take the damage that you would take from the hit, but now it's half your health, and when you've got that much defense, it's a big change. So yeah, I told him a little Brick Break though, and Revenge too, but it's like whatever. So yeah, he's gonna switch out, which tells me he doesn't actually have another attack. So I'm thinking his last attack is indeed the Rapid Spin, which it is actually. So it's kind of a weird set. Fighting move, Bulk Up, Toxic, Rapid Spin. It's whatever. But he's gonna switch into his Slowbro. I'm not really sure why. I guess thinking I'm just gonna Pain Split again. I really don't know. And for those wondering, I did go for the Pain Split just to see if he had Sucker Punch, because that's probably the likely move. But then again, because he had Intimidate, I wasn't thinking he'd be like the Bulk Up priority attacker. But yeah, and then Shadow Ball crits the Slowbro, and it was an easy 2-hit KO anyways. Like, he could have switched out, but it's like the reason he went Slowbro in the first place. So, I don't know. I mean, whatever. He's going to Guard Swap me as I go for the Shadow Ball. I don't really know why he Guard Swap, because Guard Swap only changes the stat changes, not, like, base defense. He's thinking of Guard Split, I believe. I know there's a Power Split or something. I don't know. Anyways, he sends in his Darmanitan now. I figure just gonna leave him in, and or leave Mismagius in, just let it die. If he goes for the U-turn, that's fine. But if he goes for Flare Blitz, I really don't care about Mismagius at this point, because it's not gonna be a big deal. Judging from him not really having too many offensive Pokemon, although he does have Azelf and Aselgor, both of which are very fast, they're both support sets with hazards. So I'm thinking he's gonna be Scarf. So I'm gonna go to Kingdra, and either way. He really can't do a whole lot of damage. I mean, if he has like Earthquake or Superpower, yeah, but I was banking on him being Scarfed. And because he doesn't even need to turn out, that tells me he is Scarfed, because he's naturally faster than me. So I'm just going to set up the rain. And now I'm just kind of gonna surf people to death. Um, First up is his hit on top, and that's definitely gonna go down. Next is gonna be the Eelektross. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Surf, Stab, Brain Boosted, Modest, Life Orb, all that very powerful stuff. And unfortunately, he's actually gonna live. So I'm like, okay, you're like a really bulky set. Like that's weird. But he's gonna go for the Dragon Tail, and it's gonna do quite a lot because it is super effective, ensuring that I can't switch back in safely because he has one layer of spikes and Stealth Rocks up, which is going to do a quarter, and that's way more than 50 on my Kingdra. That's like 90-ish. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, whatever. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch on my Zapdos. I kind of should have just went for Thunderbolt because I know Azelf is left, but it's like he can't really do much. And I guess Darmanitan, yeah, if it's Scarf, but it's like, whatever. I guess it worked. I go to my hit on top. This is actually not a spinner. This is my Technotop. Because I really don't care too much about Rapid Spin all that often. But I'm just going to fake out, get to kill his Darmanitan. Him bringing it back in tells me that he is probably Scarfed. Not that it would really matter because I still have my Kingdra. Anyways, whatever. Well, no, sorry, I don't have my Kingdra because he's almost dead because of hazards. But I'm just going to fake out him and then go for the Sucker Punch here because I figure the only other moves he has is Magic Coat and Stealth Rocks. And if he wants to do that, that's fine. And if he does, I'll just Muck Punch him. I'm pretty sure that would kill. But, you know, Sucker Punch is the safer option, and that's going to kill him. And that's the battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow.